What's going on, guys? We are having all kinds of technical difficulties going on so far tonight. So it's been fun trying to get it started, but here we are finally getting it started. And we just lost dude. Oh, dude's back. There we go.
I don't know what's going on today, boys.
It's like BC had to take the night off and shit just went south.
Oh, my shit
Rigged.
is just freezing like no else.
Yeah, I feel like maybe he set us up for failure. Maybe it's all a trap. That's what it is.
It's a trap.
He wants to show us how much we need him, but we already knew. We love you, BC. We miss you. He'll be back with us next week. So, and of course, you know, Hyper on vacation, so we'll have that going soon. So,
Bang bang.
Oh, a little hint of what BCs are going on tonight. I see what you did there, or did you do that inadvertently?
Inadvertently, but like, hey,
I think it was kind of inadvertent, right? Yeah. So BC is actually taking the night off because I don't know if I should put this spoiler out there, but he's going to meet a real hardcore legend, apparently.
Yeah, he
Mick
is.
Foley. So you know, we're all a little bit jealous.
I'm not even a big wrestling fan, and I know who he is. So
Right, exactly. Yeah. So
weak.
So what's going on, guys?
So, you know, it's another great week for some comics. Some comic news, mostly centered around Star Wars, obviously, because we had Celebration this week. So we got all the big announcements and trailers and everything like that. So we'll get into that a little bit. Then. What else we got?
Shit, just Star Wars on more Star Wars.
I'm on the road
Star
again.
Wars.
What's new?
And of course, down here in the States, we have Memorial Day weekend. You know, it's an important holiday down here, I think, anyway, because you know I'm prior service, so you know it's commemorating all the people that have given their lives in service. So, you know, obviously, it's a really important holiday, and it's good to see that a lot of people on IG that were acknowledging it, and putting it out there, and everything like that. So that's always good. And hopefully everyone is staying safe and careful this weekend and not getting in any legal entanglements down here either, because you know the cops are all out there this weekend.
Who does fair?
That was us last week.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Canada has it's sort of like Memorial Day, right? Like, in how it's kind of gets celebrated with a lot of barbecues and
Yeah. Oh yeah, barbecues. People open their pools. You know, swimming starts, party starts, beach starts, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same time of the year. You know, it just kind of got turned into, I guess, like I don't know, the first official, I guess, outing of like the summer season or something like that. You know? Yeah, but I mean, at least the weather's nice. So, you know, but again, the important part is staying safe and staying out of jail. So please don't be out there drinking and driving or doing those stupid shit like that. So
yeah,
just don't get caught.
Don't do it, man. We don't even condone that.
I see what you did there. I see what you did.
All right. So let's go ahead and jump into it. You guys want to start with the new comic book day picks?
Yeah, let's do it.
Right.
I'm down. You don't want to do it?
I'm down. Hold up.
Okay.
Hold
Okay.
up.
I thought that was a bad shit.
I'm definitely down.
Oh, I get it now.
All right. So now we introduced last week, a new format for doing our new comic book day picks and everything. We had some very beautiful slides made up, and BC, being the great dude that he is, actually took the time to go ahead and make all of those slides, and they were fantastic. They looked great.
Phenomenal.
He uploaded them too, which was awesome of him to do also. But unfortunately, what he didn't know at the time was uploading them only shares it locally. So we don't have access to his slides. So we're going to go ahead and bring up League of Comic Geeks and
Oh, it's been a while.
show off the new comic book day picks for us like that. Yeah, it's been a minute. Actually, I don't even know if the one will be on there because it's the second print, but we'll get to that.
Minor details, buddy. Minor details.
Yes,
Let me hit you with this.
You can find that one on previews.
Right, for sure. It's not too bad of a week, I would say, this week for new comic book day. There's some good issues coming out. Some covers that I know I want. I don't think there's anything too huge as far as
that really stands out apart from absolutely not. No,
Whenever you guys
like
ready.
you said, there's a couple good ones, but
My screen is now your screen. Whenever you're ready.
All right, here we go.
God damn, that's a nice screen.
All right, so we'll just we'll go from the top down. Most of them are going to be at the top end, so they're not going to be in like any type of order. But our top 5 picks. So we'll go ahead and start it off with Miles Morales, Spider-Man.
Okay, or that. We'll go.
that Darth Vader though.
You know?
Yeah, there's supposed to be a lot going on in this issue.
Yeah, it's this. Okay, so this is the start of the new story arc. Obviously, in the last story arc, at the end of it, if you were need a recap or whatever, they saw Miles' uncle. Yeah, I'm not. I think it's a version of, but yeah, they saw a version of Miles' uncle out there in the multiverse. So they went to go chase him down, and the first place that they land doesn't sound like it's going to be real friendly.
Nope.
Empire of the Spider is evil. Miles is controlling the place, and we get there's been a lot of talk about General Genki and Captain Billy. So who is going to be
Billy?
Let's get that 1 in 10 going.
That A cover is nice, man. I'm
that A cover is fire.
Yeah.
I like all the covers that they got coming out for this.
I'm not the biggest fan of design variants, but I can't lie. I have a couple myself. Some stand out, some are just
The Spider Smasher, boys. The Spider Smasher.
Yeah. And, it is a cool character and everything like that. I like the design. Going to pick it up and everything. The thing is, though, it's an alternate reality version of Billy, and it's hard to see any. I can't see her being a long-term fixture with Miles. At least this version, just because his Billy's still around, so it kind of wouldn't make a lot of sense. But it's definitely a cool character. I'm sure they'll probably use her every now and then. They'll have Miles revisit
certain universes or universal threats, for instance.
Right, exactly. He seems like he's gonna traverse the multiverse from time to time, so I'm sure she'll show up again.
I honestly dig the design, man. It's like an outlawish a futuristic gunslinger, if you will. I dig it. I dig the design. It's kind of cool because then now when he goes back to his regular universe, he can be like, oh, this is Billy's potential. You know what I'm saying? Like Billy could be this and more. So that's I like that. So I think this is the 1 in 25. Yeah, this one's the 1 in 25 we have up on screen there.
Nice.
So honestly, I'd probably go with the 110. A little easier to get. The main cover is sick though, but
that it's the Bartel variant too, man. I love the Bartel variant. Yeah, right there on the top on the right.
That's Bartel.
Is that? I think it's Bartel.
Yeah, that's cold.
Oh damn!
Yeah. I think it's B. I think it's just B cover, right?
No shit.
I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, boys. Whoops. All right.
All right. And before we move on to the next issue, let's go ahead and thank you for reminding me, dude. Let's go ahead and say hello to the chat real quick.
I got you, brother. This is why we're all a team, right?
Exactly.
One brain. No, I'm just kidding.
And we got Michael Baker, of course, as always. No BC, no retrospect, which is going to show up and carry the show. And of course, the only real answer before even any of the problems started. There it is. Carry the show. We'll be lucky.
Not wrong.
Yep. See what happened? Uncanny Swag, what's going on?
You.
Hero. Dan De La Torre, it's nice to see you.
Good to see you, Dan.
Bricks, how's it going?
Hello.
Here.
Hello.
Comic Sheik joining us.
Hey.
All right. And I think anybody see? Oh, here we go. Maxwell Pollock.
What's going on,
Thank
Max?
you for joining us. Also, new name. I don't think I've seen that one in here a whole lot.
He's actually the guy I'm working with all week. He
Oh,
teaches me
okay.
watch the show now. Yeah. He's been in the chats a couple times now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bat Mike, how's it going?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, Kamikaze popping in. Nicholas
What's going on,
Golcha.
man?
Bro,
Yeah, I agree.
right.
The scroll variant
Right.
was weak. Yeah,
Oh,
the scroll
no.
variant was weak, man. I wasn't a
Most
fan.
are.
Most are, yeah, for sure.
I got to agree.
Pacino popping in. What's going on? All right. So for our next issue, Star Wars Darth Vader number 23. And this one's actually a little more specific because it's not actually the whole
Cover it.
issue.
No.
We're actually looking for a specific cover on this.
So this one's a cover by.
Yeah, this is a straight cover by, and yeah, it's gonna be that Sprouse variant right there.
Yes, because it definitely coincides with some news that we got this week. This week? Yeah, this week.
Yep, this week, and we'll get into that news obviously again a little bit later. But yeah, cover appearance of Bad Batch on here, so if you're a Star Wars fan, this is one to pick up, of course.
If you're not a Star Wars fan, these guys are badass as hell.
Yeah, it's probably worth picking it up anyway because Star Wars
and all these
are
Sprouse
rabid.
variants are nice.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
they're actually changing them up though. They're changing them now. It's going to be a Choose Your Destiny variant. Those are actually pretty cool. I like those. So
yeah, I like the showcase of the lightsabers on them. So
yeah, I'm grabbing all those that I can. So
I don't blame you.
All right, so let's see what else we
straight
got.
up eating pizza on stream. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on.
I need help.
It's okay.
I need food, man. I need calories. I need them all. All right.
I don't think there's anything actually too important happening in the issue from the solicitations or anything like that. It basically is just based off of that cover by him. But
is that not the first cover appearance of this team? I'm pretty sure.
I believe so, but
at least
I'm
like
not
a Bad Batch labeled team, you know?
Yeah, I've never actually watched. I've never read Star Wars, so I don't know if any other covers have had them before.
Not 100%. News, man. I would actually have to do research and check.
Yeah.
So.
I want to say next up was Ghost Rider, but that could just be my own personal bias here.
That's a personal one.
That's definitely a personal. You know what? Screw it, bro. I'm going with personal.
Throw it up, man, because it's a great read.
Why not?
Honorable mention.
Been fucked.
Sweet read. Dark as hell, and I hope to God they do not ruin this.
Yeah.
Actually,
great too.
This is definitely an honorable mention because it was definitely making my list actually.
Yeah, mine too.
Let's get that Momoko variant.
I'm going to be honest. I actually like this one over one that we do have on our list a little later. But yeah, I mean, a Nightmare Trucker. Okay, sounds pretty appropriate for a Ghost Rider. I could see it sticking around. So
I'm not gonna lie. When Face like a long time ago first recommended to me Noctera before it even dropped, I snubbed it because of the whole trucker thing. I'm like, this is gonna be shit. But now I can't snub this because I was so wrong, and Noctera is so good.
Now you're on board. See?
You know? So now I'm not gonna chirp the Nightmares trucker thing. I'm just gonna let it be. Let it be and let it play out. All right, boys.
Little did you know. All right, let's see what else we got. Go ahead and pull it down there a little more. Let's see, we are looking for.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there we go. That Avengers Forever #4, and actually
number 6.
This is the one. Fucking Empire. Are we live? Basically, kind of pretending to be. So yeah, this was the one actually that I like Ghost Rider better than, just because I mean, I don't again, these multiverse characters, there's so many of them at this point, it's hard to know which ones
Too
are
many.
gonna stick around and everything like that.
Right.
And you know, this is just as good of a candidate as any of the other ones. But shit, man, you know, without being able to say for sure that yeah, he's gonna stick around, I would just rather stick with Ghost Rider, because in all likelihood, it's probably a one-off for the story, like
I don't
most
even like the
multiversal
name.
characters.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with variants, right? The writers are just going to use them to kill them off.
Yeah, or to, you know, just let them fade off into the sunset or whatever.
Exactly. Just
Speaking
to
about
fit into the
variants.
writing.
That's trash, man. That scroll variant, that's trash, bro. I don't.
Yeah, the skull bone.
Not a fan, dude.
If anyone wants to slap my DMs and argue with me about that, please. I'm winning this.
And you know what? You know, with keys on here, it's always too much gun for the show.
That's oh, thanks, man. Nah, but yeah. So I mean, if you do scoop it, cover it, obviously. But that name,
Yeah, that's the way.
Name,
Yeah.
Vibranium, man, is just that's corny. That's almost as bad like Iron Man or something.
No, it's Star Panther or some shit, isn't it?
But why is
Yeah.
it?
Oh yeah,
Is it
here
Star
we go.
Panther?
Yeah, Star
Jesus
Panther, yeah.
Christ, even worse.
I don't know why. Yeah, if they're calling him, if his name's Star Panther, why the fuck does it say Vibranium Man on him? But whatever.
Yeah. I am Vibranium Man.
Hey, that's actually kind of catchy, Keys. You might
That
have,
is kind of catchy. I mean,
you
shit.
might have a future. Oh, there we go. The closet.
There's
number.
one.
Oh man, eventually dude's gonna get out of there. Oh snap.
All right, so this one is, man, it honestly it's a short series. I think it's like 3 issues or something like that.
I like it.
It's another James Tynion horror series, so it's really hard at this point to not recommend it.
Yeah.
It is
Because yeah, James Tynion writing fucking horror is just knocking it out of the park for the most part. So
Can we just all agree this is also one of those cover sluts, man? Like, look at these for like.
oh yeah, of
why?
course,
Just
of course.
why?
Mm-hmm.
Although some of
I'm
these
gonna
are
be
pretty
honest.
cool.
Yeah, I mean,
What?
they're okay, but there's not really any of them that stand out to me that much. That's like, you know, I gotta have this. As far as the exclusive,
Just reminds me of my childhood.
It does, man. It does.
well, damn.
So many sleepless nights.
Yeah, well, apparently this little kid is gonna have some sleepless nights.
Oh my.
From the synopsis, he's got a monster in the closet, and I think what I'm gathering is that the family moves and the monster comes along.
Oh,
Oh,
Road
it's
trip.
like Monsters Inc.
Yeah, so
Oh.
all right, cool. I mean, that's basically what I put together from the synopsis and previews, and so it's James Tynion writing it, man. I don't even need to know what the premise is, and I'm probably gonna pick it up. All I need to hear is James Tynion writing horror at this point.
Mhm.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on
Yeah, I'm
board.
sold.
But you know, the big question is, are we gonna see any crossover with maybe Department of Truth?
That's
something
what I'm
like
thinking.
Children, you know, any of this other stuff?
You can't have aliens and stuff and monsters and not do anything like that.
And he does throw. There has been little teasers in all the other series too, kind of pointing to one another, even if they aren't officially attached necessarily at this point. So we'll see. But you know what? Go ahead. Let's go ahead. Michael Baker wants to see that Scorch number 6 real quick, so let's pull that up for him.
Oh my man, Baker, come on.
Keys
now,
will
hold up.
gladly do that for you.
I know he will.
Look,
So
I passed it. Hold up. Shh. Move him back
yeah, it's
up.
probably
Move him back
top
up.
there.
There's
Yeah,
near
it's
the
definitely
top.
no, maybe not top,
No.
but top 3. There it is.
There.
There we go.
That is a beautiful, beautiful cover.
It is.
Unfortunately, they screwed up the spawn. Was at 329 or whatever. That cover came out like shit. So hopefully this is all right. Man, Bjorn, look at that. Look at that. Just big it up. Big it up.
Big.
That's pretty nice.
And check out this cover. That's better than like 85% of Momoko's covers. Hold up, wait. There it is.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I did
Shade-
that. The
Shade
blank.
Throne.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll tell you what though, that Ghost Rider cover for that Momoko Ghost Rider cover is pretty dope.
Hey, Keith, this begs the question for me to ask.
Oh.
So, Face and I did FOC this past Saturday.
Yes. Catch us every Saturday or Friday. Here.
Yeah, exactly.
FOC.
But
Not scheduling.
we went over and there's a Spawn issue 1 30th anniversary blank cover.
Yes.
Would you get it?
Yes.
He's already got it pre-ordered.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
We were talking about that. I was like, I wonder if he's going to order it because of the 30th anniversary or not because it's just a blank.
Yeah.
Both.
But you're still getting it.
I'm still getting it. 100%.
Yeah, of course. You have to, right?
I'm going to be reading it too. 100%. All right. So this homage right here is part of a set. I believe this is the third piece of the set. Everybody knows this homage.
I think this is the last one. No, is it?
Is it?
I can't remember.
Well, 2 already released. So this is step 3 of the Giants connecting cover variants. It's gonna be dope.
The Giants.
I say Giants. It's just regular size.
Oh yeah, and of course it's homaging the Jim Lee X-Men covers. So I have to grab them.
You got it.
Really?
Oh yeah, for sure. I need all of them. Need the whole set.
Yeah, I think I'm grabbing every cover of this book this week.
Yeah, probably. All right, and last but not least, our final pick is actually probably not on.
Whoa! Wasn't Code 45 on there?
Oh yeah, we got a.
Yeah, look at you, boy. Look at you.
Yeah, this is a special shout out.
Keys is on point. Never.
Yes, he is.
Always.
Go ahead, guys. Take it away. I'll let you.
You
got the Canadian connection. Well, you got the Canadian connection, so.
Who
What
us?
does that mean?
Yeah. You know more about Canada than I do. I don't know nothing about no damn Canada.
See, no, this is in Montreal.
Dude, that's
okay?
Mexico,
Montreal is
bro.
like separate from the rest of Canada.
Yeah.
So this is their own Canada. I couldn't tell you about Montreal. We got to get one of Pacino or one of the boys over there.
Well, what's going on with the subway system and stuff over there? I mean, because
didn't someone just try to kill somebody?
obviously there's some concerns.
And if nobody knows why we're talking about this book, we recently had the writer and the artist join us for a special YouTube show where they talked about the book and session where we talked about the book and just about its release and what their whole plan was. So if you haven't caught it, go down in our videos and check her out.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, it seems like it's going to be a good book, man. I'm excited to give it a read.
Yeah, I'm picking it up.
No.
I mean, I was going to check it out actually before we had the creators on. Whenever I first saw the announcements, I had added it to my pre-order list. But finding out some more information about it and everything definitely got me more hyped to read it and everything. So, still don't know anything about Canada and their subway systems, but I'm going to learn.
Again, it's different there than everywhere else.
Mad attempted murders.
Apparently so.
I'm not gonna lie.
Just keep that in mind. Take it with a grain of salt.
All right. Last but not least, the last book that we got for you this week, and we don't have a slot for it or anything like that because, obviously, like I said, we had some technical difficulties, and it's not on League because it's actually a second print.
Wait, it
Grim
could be
number
on
1.
League. It could be on League. Your boy could have got this. Hold up.
It's possible. He might
Is
find
it possible? No, okay, hold up. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I put reprints. Let's go, boys.
Oh, he did add reprints in? Okay.
Come on now. Gotta go to the bottom.
There it is.
So
There
Right
it is.
ordered.
Bud, pass it.
Okay.
There it is.
There she be.
Let's go.
So this pissed me off though, man. Like, yeah, it's gonna be the top book for new comics. However,
well, it's gonna be the top because this book is a problem.
yeah,
It has a small problem in that it's allocated already. Because they put the FOC before the first print was even out, which doesn't make any type of damn sense.
Zero.
And yeah, so they didn't make enough copies. Now it's allocated, so obviously there's going to be a premium on this book. If you did grab the first issue and checked it out, it's a great read. If not, I mean, if you can come up with a copy without, paying an arm and a leg for it,
Dude,
great. If not, maybe hold off till the third printing, because there is a third printing coming, and it's definitely worth picking up. First issue was dope. So
my shop didn't even order any copies of this second printing.
a lot of shops didn't
Nothing
order
down
any
here,
copies
no.
of it because they didn't know that second printing
Exactly.
was already on FOC. So like they didn't know that the FOC was done. So
But
yeah,
I mean, I'm not too worried knowing that there's a third print. So it's just going to be like we've talked about before. Walking in the steps of Berserker.
Yeah, I mean, well, and that's the thing. They
This
did
is actually a
this
good read.
before. Yeah, that's the thing. They did it before with Berserker, and Berserker it hit those huge premiums.
Yeah.
And this is probably going to do the same thing. I think the big difference between the two is that this one's really good. I think this one's more likely to hold those high premiums. Whereas if you look back at Berserker, the value on that's kind of dropping out a little bit. So,
oh, definitely.
But shout out to Comic Ozzy in the chat. Grimm's first appearance is in that Alice book. You don't know how pissed I am because I didn't get that Alice book. Because I thought, I'm like, whatever, I don't give a shit. And then I read this and I'm like, I literally texted the boys in the group chat and I was like, hey, that first appearance is still that Alice book, right? Because it convinced me. This first issue convinced me.
Yeah, that Alice Ever After #1, they had a preview in there for it. So,
and Baker, that is an awesome pun. I think BC would be so proud.
Just put that one in his pocket.
It's almost like a dad joke. Almost. Like
Beautiful.
All right, so I think that pretty much covers it for the new comic book day picks this week.
Our 5 picks. Oh man, we should get jingle going for that shit.
Yeah, there you go. You're singing all the songs tonight, bro. So
no.
But you know what's next, right?
Comic news.
And BC will at least be proud of us for this.
KMN! Nowhere close to an actual news network.
Another one.
Well, I have no idea why I did that, but okay.
This dude left.
Yeah, right. He glitched it.
You dude.
Yeah. So again,
no, I'm still here. I'm playing.
Is you right?
Oh.
Unfortunately, we don't have the slides, but we're going to go ahead and talk about some of the news that came out this week because most of the news this week centered around Star Wars Celebration. I mean, there were a lot of pretty big announcements to come out of that.
Yeah.
So,
let me just
trailers. Huh?
Let me just start the premise.
Go ahead.
Those that are not Star Wars fans, pretty much every single project on that list is set between the 3 giant generations of Star Wars. So the first trilogy, second trilogy, third trilogy. That's pretty much where they're set between. They kind of vary, obviously. We got some Mandalorian timelines, which is between the first trilogy and the second. We've got some prequel timeline shows like Bad Batch and other stuff. Well, that's set, between first gen, so the prequel trilogy and the original. And this, you guys might fight me on this one. And this is what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the divide between the Star Wars purists, Star Wars fans, and then the comic speculators, man, because
it's coming.
High Republic has not been really. They haven't really announced too much. It's kind of vague. You don't know where in the High Republic era they're going.
Yeah,
and I can see a lot of butthurt speculators being like, "I bought this book," and nothing. I could totally see it. And then I also see bandwagon hoppers and the purists just freaking out.
There always is.
Hey, it is what it is, boys. It is what it is. I'm just glad to see more Star Wars overall.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is with Star Wars, it's always sort of like the reverse of comics. You obviously the character gets introduced in, generally speaking, some other form of media you know, it's a character gets introduced in a book. Now, obviously, it's not always the case. There were plenty of Star Wars characters introduced in the comics over the course of the many, many runs, you know, with Marvel and Dark Horse and everything through the years. But a lot of the bigger characters, you know, those characters, the ones that people know of, were introduced in the movies, you know, the novels, stuff like that, and then translated over to comics.
Yeah.
It's less so that they transfer out of comics into the other media. And a lot of the High Republic stuff that we have so far, you know, obviously is the comic book stuff. Now there's some novels and everything like that out there, but yeah, like you said, I don't know how many of the comic book characters are going to end up transferring over. You know, whenever they do the live action stuff, we might see some of them, but we're probably not going to see all of them by any means, or even a large amount, maybe. So,
Yeah,
don't care.
I agree with that.
Yeah, we'll see though. I do believe though there are certain ones you can tell with the initiative that they put out that are going to be important, like Q Trennis and everything like that. Like you know, she's going to be important. She's in all of the High Republic media, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that Monster Hunter. I forget her name. Ty Yorick, I want to say.
Yep, that's it.
That I would love to see. I doubt we'll get it, but I would love to see.
I know that would be a fun one, wouldn't it?
Right. That's question. Is last year's IDW Star Wars the best in recent memory?
Ooh.
I honestly think they did better than Marvel.
I have not read it, so I can't
Like
give
the
my
Adventures.
opinion.
I think the Adventures had more of the Star Wars like feel, if you will.
Yeah, more of that
They
vibe. Yeah, I was
encapsulated
more
it.
on board with the Adventure series than I was the
Yeah.
regular Marvel High Republic series.
Which is a damn shame. But
I mean, I like both of them, but you know, I did like Marvel. I just tended to like IDWs more.
yeah.
You know. So what should this? Okay, so we got announcements for how many Star Wars shows?
Too many.
We got The Mandalorian. Okay. You know, obviously we're getting season 3 of that. Bad Batch. Season 2 is going to be coming. Ahsoka. What else was there? There was the Tales of the Jedi anthology series.
That's gonna be
Visions, Andor.
Oh, I don't even think that should exist, but that's a
Oh
whatever.
man,
What's that, Andor?
Yeah, man.
On that, bro.
Oh, why is that?
Yeah,
We got the story. Rogue One was the story that we got that we didn't really
This is just
deserve,
a
but we
setup
kind
to
of
it.
needed.
yeah, we don't.
But
need
it's the
that.
story before the story. And whatever happened to the Bothans, man? How many of them died for it?
Wait, who?
How many of the Bothans that died to get those plans, and then they didn't even get a damn showing in the movie?
Oh my god.
Yeah, now we're throwing empathy in here, right?
About the droid attack on the Wookiees. Oh my god.
Like throw a little fuel on Key's fire over there.
Yes. I got no comment. Okay, fine. That's like you got a good point.
Hey, you know, it's the story behind the story. I mean,
Uh,
I think they want to make. I guess they want to maybe give it a little bit of a more grim and gritty vibe to the whole rebellion. You know, not that what we've got has been very glossy or anything like that, but there hasn't been really any or very much morally questionable stuff with the rebellion. And you know, generally in times of conflict, there are instances where it does get pretty gray. So I think Andor is going to like focus on a lot of that stuff. So
I just see that as because they didn't do it the first time.
Yeah.
You know, so now they have to go back and set themselves up because there's so many questions, loose ends that they left. But
well, you know,
do
it
really
it's kind
care
of tough.
though after what happened in Rogue One. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hard to
I mean,
justify on
it's a limited series. You know, I'll watch it. It'll be interesting. Obviously, I'm not going to get overly attached to any of the characters.
Yeah.
Even Rogue One, you couldn't. I was like, all right, we all know what's gonna happen by the end of this movie. Okay, there's no way. And now we know what's really gonna happen before the show. I mean, you can't kill this kid.
Okay, but hold on. Okay, going into Rogue One though, you knew what was going to happen to all the characters.
Yes.
All right, outside of the main trilogy, what's the next best Star Wars movie? Outside of the main trilogy.
I'm not complaining about the movie, man. I'm complaining about
Okay.
the
You
show.
were going to say Rogue One.
I love Rogue One. Great movie. I just don't think it needs a prequel-ish type show. That's all I'm saying.
I got
That
you.
movie was dope. That was one of the best damn Star Wars movies I ever watched.
Right.
But I
And
knew-
I'm just saying, keep in mind that you knew
Hey, yo,
going
wait,
in
take-
what was going to happen, and you still loved it. So there's a chance. I mean, K2SO is going to be there. So
Damn, you got me.
that's really all that fucking matters.
Got me.
I mean, yeah, I'm sold on the show at that point right there. They're bringing in the droid. Okay, I'm on board.
AOA says that he needs more Rey Skywalker. AOA, I'm gonna catch
You know what?
outside.
I think
I'm gonna catch you
that there will
outside.
probably be some more down the road.
I don't want more Rey.
I had a funny conversation about Rey Skywalker today.
Rey
I just-
Sheev.
Well, no, like I don't know. Okay, I watch Star Wars movies. I don't read the comics or nothing. But I was actually talking with Max, that guy there you just highlighted, and we're talking about Rey Skywalker, and the whole movie is about
Palpatine.
exactly. At the end, how they ask
Someone's
her name, and
salty.
she goes Rey Skywalker. Like the whole movie, she's trying to figure out who she is. And then they say it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter who you are. You know, you can be the change and all this. And then she goes, "I'm gonna fucking change my name." Like, why don't you just own up to that you're a Palpatine and just
Yup.
you know you can change, bro.
Yo, I changed my legacy, my destiny.
Yeah, I just we had a good conversation about it. It got both of us fired up. It's so true.
Also,
I would have,
like to
you know,
just
it
note-
would have seemed like to me that it would have made more sense for her to maybe, I don't know,
die.
pick any other fucking name, like any other name in the galaxy. You've got options. You can just make shit up on the spot and be whoever you want. You know what I mean?
Would have been dope because that was like her most father figure.
Well, yeah,
Man.
Solo could be a good one, but yeah, it seemed kind of weird to me because like the whole time, you know, you have Luke fighting so aggressively against the Jedi legacy and all that through the movies and everything.
Yeah.
So in the end, for her to like want to attach her name to Skywalker when she wasn't there for the whole fucking shit with Leia that would have made sense out of it. Yeah, it just kind of threw me off a little bit. I was like, I mean, I guess, okay, she could kind of be attached to Luke, but I would have thought, I mean, Han would have been more, seemed like he would have made more of an attachment.
Right?
Ah,
Or
whatever.
yo, what if she claimed the last name Freak? From what's his name? Babu Freak or whatever the hell
Babu
his
Frick.
name was? Frick,
Yeah.
that was it. That would have been awesome.
Hey.
That's the
Yeah, I
ending
mean,
I
it's
want.
just, any other name. At that point would have made sense. If she didn't want to be a Palpatine or whatever, she could have just chosen her own thing and moved on. I get where they were wanting to go with the Skywalker. I just don't think that they just didn't flesh it out very well for me. It just didn't make a whole lot of sense in my mind.
You
Agreed.
know what? One
But you
thing
know
I
what?
do like
Hold
about
up,
these
Keith.
shows- So what?
I got to interject real quick because you
Yeah, man.
said Babu Frick,
Yeah.
and I read an
That's
article.
amazing.
I read an article, and I
Hold
can't
up.
remember. And you're gonna hate this now. I can't remember which one. I think it's the High Republic series. Apparently, he's gonna show up in that or some shit.
Shut
Dude,
up.
I read
Yeah.
something like that too. I can't remember.
Yeah, he's
I
gonna
just
show up
remember
again.
Seeing it on the
If he's
page.
not higher than friggin' Cloud City, I don't know. I'm not. I don't want it. I don't want it. I want that boy.
He's coming back, bro.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that too.
that's amazing. All right, my night's made. I was just gonna complain about these shows, but my night's made. What I do like though is that they're staying away from the Skywalker legacy
they're trying to
lineage. You know what I'm
flesh it
saying? I
out a
do
bit
like
more.
that
Yeah.
because we've had enough. We do
I
want
think
more
this-
Star Wars, but
This was probably a winner for the name from me.
Ray Chewbacca. Shoot.
Let's see. So okay, so yeah, we got Ahsoka was another huge one. Because
She's
people
fun as hell.
are there's that.
Oh,
And
Mike.
I'm pretty up for it.
yeah, I mean, I obviously watching Clone Wars and everything, you've seen this character develop in at least in the animated form for years.
Yeah.
And to finally get, to see the character on live action for the limited amount of time that we've gotten so far was pretty dope. I think they've done actually really well with her design and costumes and everything like that,
Agreed.
as opposed to some other characters in Star Wars so far. I mean, I'm not hating on the Grand Inquisitor or anything. I liked him, what I saw of him so far in Obi-Wan, other than, yeah, we're not going to get into that spoiler, but whatever.
Yeah.
The design was a little, I mean, it didn't look like the Clone Wars Inquisitor as much as I would have liked necessarily, I guess. But yeah, what can you do? You know, they're putting a human into an alien body or whatever, so it's not going to translate perfectly. But they've done really well with Ahsoka. She's back here eating again.
Yeah, he's come back on, mouth full like a chipmunk.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm definitely on board for the Ahsoka series. I'm fucking stoked to see that, and it sounds like, you know, we're gonna get the return of a lot of the Rebels cast. And hopefully down the road, Ezra and Thrawn.
That's what I'm hoping. Ezra here, man.
Yeah. What? Okay, fuck Ezra though. Thrawn.
Nah. Yeah, you're right. But like, yo, before we jump into that, I've seen a lot of backlash about the way Leia was portrayed in this first 2 episodes of Obi-Wan. There's no spoilers. Leia's in it. No damn spoilers. Yo, I've seen a lot of backlash. And I just wanted,
for
man.
What?
Because
I didn't mind it.
Whiny. She's like
whiny.
Just a shitty kid. And I just want to say,
a brat.
No,
her father was the whiniest person in
no.
the house.
Listen. Okay, bro. She's a little shit. She is a little shit, but she's a straight badass.
Like, they forgot that Anakin was a little bitch. Episode 2, episode 3.
Leia is not a little bitch at all. I assure you.
She is.
She's just a brat.
They just forgot. They just overlooked who her parents are.
Yeah, she's a little shit, but
yeah,
she is
in the right way.
Not a little bitch at all. No, she Leia was, listen, when we were talking about this earlier, okay, and we're not going to get into spoilers or anything like that for the series or the episodes that are out there, because, you know, they're obviously pretty new, but yeah, this right here, she was she was gangster. She took nobody's shit,
none,
through the whole episode. I mean, it was like almost like grown up Leia in a little itty bitty package. It really was like, she was. I mean, this is the chick that looked at Darth Vader and snapped him off face to face.
That's fair.
So
that's fair.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, so yeah, I was definitely on board with the portrayal of little Leia.
I liked
it. Yeah, I think I was pretty on board with the first 2 episodes in whole so far. Other than some things that need explaining here in the last couple episodes, but I'm sure they'll get to that.
This potentially could ruin canon, but whatever.
No, it's not going to. 100% it's not going to.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it won't. Okay, because so there's a moment.
Not spoiler territory.
No. I'm not going to spoil anything. There is a moment in the first 2 episodes that does get questionable about canon. But what I would say to that, and the reason that I don't think that that'll happen, is because this show is done by the same people that did the other show. So I don't think they forgot what they did there.
No,
you know what I mean? That's just my theory on it. But
I like it.
Yeah. So all right, what else?
See Maxwell up in the back there? She was so annoying. You see, I told you there was some.
No way. She was great. I mean,
she's like, I gotta support her.
No.
Yeah, let's see. So what other series did we get announcements for? Oh, Visions. They're going to be doing a season 2, I guess, of Star Wars Visions. And then that one was a bit of a different series. It was a more kind of, I think, anime-inspired anthology tales of Star Wars. I liked a lot of them. Yeah, I didn't like all of them.
I'm not finished.
But I did like a lot of them. There were a couple that I was like, oh man, I think there was like there was one about like a band or whatever. I really wasn't into that one so much, you know.
There was a samurai one. That was episode 1.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then there was, I remember one with like a fucking lightsaber umbrella or some shit like that.
Yeah, that was it, bro.
Was that the first episode?
I believe so. Yeah.
I can't remember. That I was like, wow. Okay, this is definitely going to be a different take on Star Wars.
It was. It
Hey,
was.
yeah, it had its own vibe, but it worked.
It did. It did. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm definitely gonna check out Star Wars Vision Season 2 when it comes out. Now, I don't believe any of Visions is canon, and I don't think there's any plans to make it canon in the future.
I couldn't see it.
But yeah, so I don't think it's necessarily one of those things where it's like required watching if you're a Star Wars fan. But like I said, there are episodes that are definitely worth watching. Yeah, we'll do a drinking game for Keith.
Keys, eat up, bud.
Let's see, what other series do we get? What did we not talk about yet? I know.
Well, did you guys see the pictures of Blue Beetle in costume? I'm not a big DC guy, but that looks sick. The guy from
It does, and it looks really accurate too. So
it does, dude. It looks good.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not the biggest Blue Beetle character or fan in the world, but as a superhero fan in general, I'm inclined to go see it, and given that the costume looks good, okay, great. That makes me fairly happy for the movie. I don't know anything else about it though. I mean,
I'm just glad they're getting out of the just the Justice League characters for DC, because that's all they've done.
Yeah, kind of expanding it a little bit.
They're kind of expanding now with Black Adam, with this. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. I don't know how much it's going to tie into any of the other stuff. That's the question with DC is, does any of it work? Is any of it tying together? What is? What's not? Like, but
I think we'll find out with these movies coming out.
Yeah, but as far as just watching it and enjoying a movie, yeah, it looks good. Off to a good start. So, good casting, like decent costume. There we go. Can't ask for much more at this point, I guess.
And then God of War is coming to Amazon Prime.
Yeah, God of War. I am glad to see that it's coming to Amazon Prime as opposed to Netflix. I'll say that. But I mean, not
100%.
Yeah, I just Netflix. I don't know. I'm concerned for Netflix at this point.
They're having their issues, but they're still pumping out some good stuff. Jackass 4.5.
I have yet to see this.
Watch it. I mean, make sure you got a strong stomach. Watch it.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
But Netflix really just. I mean, they could have just put that on fucking Amazon Prime or any streaming service, right? I mean, so like Netflix really wasn't involved in the production of that so much or anything. I don't think.
Do we know who's cast as Kratos?
No, I don't think there's any.
It's Bricks, the Iron Geek. That's who it is, yo. I'm telling you.
Bricks.
I seen the man. He's swole. He's ready.
Shout out, Bricks.
He's just being shy. So shout out to Bricks. If you guys see him on Instagram.
Who would be a good casting for Kratos?
I'm telling you right there, bro. You see the man?
Well, obviously. I mean, obviously, I'm on board with getting Bricks on there, but unfortunately, we're not his agents, so we're gonna have to. He's gonna have to get his agent on.
You know where to find me.
There he is. He's here now. He's watching.
Yeah, he's summoned. Oh,
yeah, definitely caught Flea in that episode for sure.
I did not.
He was the kidnapper.
Son of a bitch.
I had to get told about that. I didn't even realize. I was like, what?
Yeah, he's looking a little older, but hey, he is a little older. You can't blame him for that.
Fair.
All right, so if it's not gonna be Bricks, hold on. Before we move on, real quick, who's it gonna be for Kratos?
Look, man, I didn't want to shave the head, but to be honest, I don't know who I would even cast. That's so hard. So hard. Not Vin Diesel. That's for Dan. I don't want The Rock touching Kratos. I don't know, man.
Same guy who played Drax.
No, Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista?
Yeah,
Shit.
bro.
You don't. I mean, in all honesty, though, he wouldn't even really necessarily need to be all that great of an actor to pull off Kratos.
Fair.
I mean,
Rage.
mostly you're just murdering
Yeah,
shit.
show the
And
rage,
yeah, you're
show the
angry and you're
robot.
killing shit.
Yeah.
So
Cool voice. Shout out.
yeah,
Chris,
you gotta get
Christopher
that
Judge.
voice down, and then have the look. That's
That's it.
yeah.
Who'd you
Awful
cast?
season, boys.
Who would I cast?
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the dude that voices him now look like? Can we get him in shape?
Yo, I'm pretty sure you. Nah.
That who?
I think it's older man's now. Before,
is
I'm
he?
pretty sure it was Chris Judge. I'm pretty sure he used to be beefy, but like early 2000s beefy.
Well, okay. If that's the case, then let's get him on it. Because I mean, why not?
Get him on.
If he can pull off the look, I mean, shit. He's got the voice.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, Dominic Purcell's a good one. He's kind of got that gravelly type of voice. Michael Baker doing that. Yeah, he's kind of got that voice. He played Mick Rory on Legends of Tomorrow.
Yo, I never booked this,
He
man.
was on Prison Break. What else?
Damn. Purcell, okay.
Yeah, he's been in a few things. Prison Break and Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. As soon as you said Prison Break, I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
And then Legends of Tomorrow too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that also could be Wentworth Miller, but it's not him. So let's see. The Rock, Dracula and Blade Trinity. Yeah, he was Dracula and Blade Trinity. Yep. So
That's right.
Oh,
that's
that's
right.
oh,
I forgot about that.
Got
Yeah.
you. Got you.
Yep.
Yeah, he was. Okay, true. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
I see The Rock and Roman Reigns.
Fuck The Rock.
I mean, they got the build.
The
I don't
Rock's
know
too
about the
small.
look so much. So,
I'm joking. I'm
I
totally
can
joking.
see The Rock more than Roman Reigns. I think
Fair.
The Rock's taking on enough right now. He
Yeah,
doesn't
I
need
see
to be greedy.
He's ruining
Yeah, get
all my
over.
favorite franchises.
The Rock's gonna beat everybody. All right, so let's see. What else news we got? I want to touch on real quick before we move on. Oh, you got one, dude?
I was just gonna say Speed Racer.
Oh yeah, Speed Racer.
Yeah.
Announcement about that. I forgot. So they've already done a Speed Racer though, haven't they?
Yes.
I
A
thought
live
they
action.
had, yeah.
Fairly certain.
And wasn't
like
it
movie?
like,
Yeah.
horrible or some shit? I've
It
never
wasn't
seen
that good. Yeah, it wasn't that good. It was a movie. It came out, like, what, 10, 15 years ago, maybe?
Okay.
10 years ago now? Yeah, 10 years. But now it's coming to Apple TV, so we'll see. I think
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure the spikes back then when the first live action movie was announced were huge.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I bet if you look at a comparison, because it's kind of funny, you get that movie that took place, whenever, and the announcement, and I'm sure that there was probably zero to very, very little movement on any of like the comic books or anything due to that. But now, now we get those announcements, and if you go look at the movement on the comic books and everything, it's
They're
drastic.
moving.
Yeah, it's very, very different. So
Yeah, 2008. That's when the first one came out.
yeah, I think like
Almost 15
that's
years.
what I heard. Like it was a good movie as far as like to actually watch it, to see it, but like the plot was just garbage or something. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen
It's
it, so I'm just going off of secondhand information on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I'm on board. I like the Speed Racer cartoon. I'll check it out. I would be more.
You guys didn't know. Face checks out everything.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, I pretty much fucking do. So, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why not? It's worth a check, right?
Yeah, I'm hopeful for it. I'm just not gonna get my hopes real high.
Yeah,
Set in
I was gonna
stone or
say.
anything, because the animated and live action translations have went historically about as well as video game transitions to movies. So
Not great.
yeah, not
Yeah.
very good at all. Speaking of which, did you guys see that Halo series?
I have not yet. But I haven't heard
Well,
the best reviews.
don't.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. It takes everything you know and love about Halo and throws that shit out the fucking window.
I mean, the
That's what I've
helmet,
heard.
the only damn thing that Halo. No, I shouldn't say the only
You
thing.
Yeah,
Take
no,
it
the
off.
helmet's gone. The helmet's gone. All the rest of the clothes is gone. Chiefs
Oh, yeah.
getting it on.
Master Cheeks. Not even
Yeah,
Chief
yeah.
anymore. Master
I
Cheeks
hear
now.
you don't
Yeah.
even.
He's
I hear you
causing
don't-
like the whole fucking fall of society and shit. It's just craziness.
I hear
Like,
you don't even see the Covenant until like 3-4 episodes in.
bro, it's bad. Don't even bother. I'm just telling you. Save yourself time and effort. Here, Michael Baker is
no.
concurring.
Straight
And
trash,
it's
man.
not like I'm gonna say this. It's not due to the actors or anything like that. The actors were just fine. Visually, it was fine. The fucking story was just horrible. It was just
Yeah.
Well,
it was bad. It was like the people that made it have no love for Halo. It felt like so. It's just one of those.
like literally a month ago, the boys and I, we're talking the boys from like fucking grade school, got together, hooked up with Xbox 360,
Nice,
all
dude.
got controllers, and ripped Halo 3, man, before the
Yes.
show came out.
Yeah.
Not even go in the same room, not online, in the same room, just as it was, bro. And A, we are all shit. And B, we were all hyped for the show. The rest of my boys watched it, and I heard nothing but bad reviews. So I have because if those guys didn't like it, I know I'm not gonna like it.
You notice BC isn't here to keep us on track this week, so we keep getting sidetracked, and I'm just gonna let it happen again. Why did he have a sex scene? Okay, here, because you know why? Because we have to have a sex scene in fucking movies nowadays. That's why we had to put one in Eternals, right?
True.
I thought that fit.
No,
I was
no.
cool with
They
it.
didn't have to have it.
I was
in
cool with it.
there.
Okay.
It's just, yeah. I mean, for some reason, they just, I guess, feel the need to throw a sex scene in every movie for some reason right now.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why.
They got to appeal to everybody.
I guess. All right. So one thing I wanted to touch on real quick before we move on from the news or anything like that was we actually had a little special discussion here not too long ago to talk about some of the changes that CGC was implementing. So as a little bit of a follow-up to that, I wanted to mention that it did come out later in the week. CBCS and EGS both put out announcements that they would be keeping their labels, having the appropriate grader notes on it, and they did so in a very shots fired sort of way.
I read the CBCS post. Yeah, I laughed.
Yeah, so it was good to see them, kind of take the step in, and put it out there that they're not going to be changing it. That they see what's going on, they're acknowledging what they're seeing, and that people aren't happy about it. Kind of saying, "Hey, come on over here."
For the
I don't know what an impact it will end up having on the overall market, but hey, if they're paying attention and they're making moves like this, that's
I think
pretty good
people
sign.
just blew up about this whole situation. Just went all up in arms, but it's not the end of the world. But we're not going to get into it. We're not gonna get
No, you're right. It's definitely not. It's just a lot more inconvenient for people, I think. So that's the big.
Yes.
And of course, there is a cost involved too in certain cases.
Yeah. 5 comics. That's all it costs
Yeah.
for a year.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. But
Yeah, exactly. You can't do much about it, man.
I might need those 5 comics, bro. They could be the 5 important issues.
Yeah.
All right.
Pick those
I think
up.
last but not least, let's go ahead and jump
Run the
into
track.
to the trade center. You guys ready to do
Let's
the
do
trade
it.
center?
Hey man, you
Hell
better
yeah.
transition this.
All right.
Ooh, screen has been set.
Oh,
Oh my
there it
god,
is.
it worked. Thank God.
It did work. And this week we are keeping it Star Wars. Now I'm not gonna lie, we did slap these together kind of last minute.
Details
To do with Star Wars. So I actually didn't get to check values too well. They are somewhat comparable, at
yes.
least in raw form.
Yeah.
That's what we can say as far as that goes.
It's Monday night, bro.
Yeah, they're not too horribly different. The first scenario, we're going with Star Wars Heir to the Empire #1. It's got two important first appearances. We got Admiral Thrawn, one of my favorite characters in the Star Wars universe, and the first appearance of Mara Jade, one of my favorite characters that used to be in the Star Wars universe. So I would love to see her make a comeback.
Never gonna happen.
Yeah, well, they kind of sort of ruined that a little bit already, but it could potentially be fixable. There's ways. If they want some ideas, call me. We can talk. I got ideas. All right, so we got that versus Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
Number 1.
I forget what issue number 6, I think. Or is it
Number 6.
number 6? Yeah, I couldn't see it from right there. First appearance of Darth Revan and Darth Malak.
Oh shit.
So
Hey, not to hate.
go ahead and start with you, Keys. Which one you taking?
All right, this is the first appearance of Darth Revan before he's Revan. You know what I'm saying? Buddy, now I know you're biased here, and I respect it. I respect the bias.
Who, me?
No, but Buddy Face.
Buddy Face.
With the Jade here, okay, like he said, Jade, there's a good chance she's not going to pop up anytime soon. Is
Who
the
is
character
she?
that we deserve? Don't worry about
In the expanded universe, she was Luke Skywalker's wife and total badass.
Yeah.
Oh,
They had
okay.
little delinquent children and shit.
Yeah.
First Admiral Thrawn. Now here's the thing. I love Thrawn. Okay, don't get me wrong here. Don't get me wrong. Dope character. However, I really want to see where they're gonna go with this because EU, the man had a reasoning to bringing to restructuring, if you will, recreating the Empire. He had reason for it. I'm not completely sold on the direction that Star Wars is going and the use of them, but Revan is a dope character. Knights of the Old Republic have been untouched. It's an untouched era right now. Got to exclude all the EU. What I'm thinking here is I'm keeping my Thrawn for just a tad bit longer. And I'm going to sell that shit and grab a Knights of the Old Republic and pocket a little bit of change. That's just me. Because overall, I want that Knights of the Old Republic. But soon will be the time to sell off on this Admiral Thrawn book, man. If you're going that investor-wise.
Okay. All right, dude. What do you think? What are your feelings?
Don't hate me, guys. So, okay. I'm not a comic reader of Star Wars. Like, I've never read any Star Wars at all. But I enjoy the movies. I enjoy, what I've seen, the TV shows and everything they put out. What I don't get is where all this love for Admiral Thrawn comes from. Because honestly, I don't give a shit about the guy. Like, cool, man. You don't have a lightsaber. Fuck off. Go kick rocks. That's just me, man. That's what Star Wars is all about. So this guy who's just some, great general in Star Wars, with blue skin and shit like that. I don't get it. I don't understand why people are drawn to this guy.
Grand Moff Tarkin would be so pissed.
Oh my.
Admiral Akbar. Admiral. Oh my god.
Anyways, Mara Jade, just found out about her right now.
Yeah.
So I can't say, hey, I'm getting that. But what I do know is Knights of the Old Republic, man, I've done my research. I've looked him up. Darth Revan, man, is sweet. Like, he's dope, dude. That guy willed himself back to life. And I think he did it more than once, did he not? Or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, so, like,
Yes.
that's badass right there. I'd have to go with Knights of the Old Republic just for Revan.
I think it's gonna be sweet.
I am fucking speechless
Yeah.
after that.
Sorry, face.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well, let me just talk to you about Thrawn, sir.
That blue guy with no force.
Fuck him.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed this, but he is one of the most badass characters in Star Wars, next to probably
Admiral
Vader.
Akbar. It goes Akbar and then Thrawn.
Akbar's up there. He's definitely
Akbar
on the
is
list.
the Admiral.
Yeah, he's
That's
definitely
right.
on the list.
You can't repel that reasoning of this magnitude. You know what I'm saying?
Thrawn is,
He's the man.
yeah, he's awesome.
Ah.
That's just it. I mean,
We'll agree to disagree.
he's the only look. You look around Star Wars. You look around the Empire. How many aliens do you see in command positions?
Okay, you got a fair point here.
There you
got
go.
my attention. You
That
got my
just that
attention.
tells you right there how much of a badass he is. And then
But-
whenever he outsmarts everyone, I mean,
He's strategically.
look,
Nah,
okay,
Solo's
you
better.
watched
Not
Rebels.
Solo.
You watched Rebels, right? I assume, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Okay. Did you notice that they never beat Thrawn? Not once did they beat Thrawn.
Yeah.
One of Thrawn's people fucked up Thrawn's plans. Like what was the chick that was underneath him? What was her name? Pike, I think was her name.
some shit like that.
It's
Yeah.
not-
Yeah,
remember.
you know, or Callus wasn't, a traitor. It was always something like that. They never actually
That's fair.
beat him
But
tactically. So
it's just such a random character in my mind for people to be pulled towards. Like,
well, there's
Come on.
also a lot of
Come on.
the expanded universe stuff too plays into that. I mean, there was more story to him before Rebels and everything like that, that they kind of got thrown away. So that's where a lot of the attachment kind of originated from. So that being said, and I am a huge fan of Thrawn, and Mara Jade is straight gangster. Darth Revan is another great character. Darth
more
Malak
gangster.
is kind of but Darth Revan is a badass character. He is kind of the centerpiece of the Old Republic era.
Yeah.
Any projects that they do are going to center on Revan, at least initially, because that's the character that people are familiar with. So I think whenever they finally start touching on the Old Republic, we will see some version of Revan in live action. I don't know how.
I hope so.
I hope so too. I don't necessarily know how it'll take or not, but given the two books, it's a tough choice. But I'm actually going to lean towards Heir to the Empire.
Oh, I did not see that. I'm totally being sarcastic. I totally saw it.
Yeah, I think everybody pretty much saw that one coming. So,
Honestly, if you went the other way, I don't know if I would have respected that, man. I know damn well that Heir to the Empire is a PC book for you, hands down.
Thrawn's my guy. So that is one of my PC books. So yeah, I'm not.
Question, Face.
Yes.
Darth Nihilus or Darth Revan?
Ooh.
Yeah.
As far as character design, Darth Nihilus all day.
Right. And then living in the mask, well, like possessing the mask. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
even know who that is.
He's
We'll
a
tell
character
you when
from
you're
Knights
older.
of the Old Republic too.
Yeah.
I'll look him up.
Yeah, he's got a dope character design. Definitely check him out.
All right, so we got 2-1, 2-1
right.
here, and the chat is also. I see some Thrawns out there, I believe. Oh, got one Heir to the Empire. All right, bless.
Here we go.
All right, I see you guys. On
All
to
right,
the next
so
one.
on to the next one.
The door.
Do. Oh, hold up. It ain't letting me go to my
Oh,
next one.
there we go.
How small
Oh.
is it though?
It's a little
Zoom
smaller.
in.
Yo, honestly, the zoom button. Okay, hold up. It's being blocked by the share button.
Uh-oh.
That's
Hold
all
up.
right.
It's
Nah,
good.
nah.
All right. We got for you on this trade scenario, obviously, Star Wars #1. That's, going with the old school first
Yeah.
print, the first appearance of, like it says there, everybody. Oh, yeah.
Just not Obi-Wan.
Right.
Everybody.
Except for Obi-Wan, Chewie, Han, Boba, Yoda,
Yeah, but everybody else.
but everybody else. And we're taking that and putting it up against Star Wars Clone Wars
Clone
#1.
Wars.
First
Yes.
appearance of Ahsoka Tano and Captain Rex. And I picked this one intentionally because they are similar in value.
Which is crazy to me, man.
Yeah, it is crazy. And I actually, what was even crazier to me is that when I was looking them up and everything, it actually looks like Clone Wars is going higher.
Like, what the
Damn, dude.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, that's the crazy part to me. I mean, it's not by much. It's a small margin, but yeah, Clone Wars is going higher. So, which one you guys take, Keith?
Let me start this off. I can't even think of any arguments to this. So I gotta go to OG, hands down, all day, every day. As a purist, not I wouldn't say purist, but as a Star Wars fan, you can't beat the original trilogy, man. You keep trying, you keep throwing projects out there that kind of sort of have to deal with them, but you can never escape the true trilogy. And thus, I gotta go with Star Wars 1, man. That is a killer book. All the feels. No offense to Clone Wars, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. But I don't see Clone Wars. I could see Clone Wars getting high, and then as soon as Rex and Miss Tano with her fine ass show up, well, will continue to show up. I feel like that book will eventually crash. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta go. I gotta go 1. I feel like 1 will hold that value as a classic, man. Hold it for
All right. Where you at, dude?
Well, man, I'm going to start off by disagreeing with Keys. Not about the books necessarily, but about the best trilogy, man. One, 2, 3, man.
2 was shit.
Fuck, dude, I enjoyed them.
Well, you can tell who grew up on what.
Yeah, just to fire you up. Actually, Keys is younger than me.
No, I'm not. Oh my god.
What? However, I'm gonna have to pick Star Wars 1 as well. It's just such a nostalgic cover, and just like Baker said, although Vader's green on the cover, man, still got to go with #1. I like Ahsoka Tano, but it's not, it's not the beginning. The beginning. Yeah.
You know what? I was scared for a second there, but the Force may be strong in you, buddy. The Force may
Thanks,
be
buddy.
strong.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I love both these books, and they're both books that I want in the PC. But the thing is, I already have Star Wars 1. So just because of that, I gotta go with the Clone Wars. Other than that, though, I would say if I did not have it, I would probably be leaning on the side of Star Wars 1. So, I mean, obviously that's the centerpiece, as far as comics goes of the franchise. That's the one that kicked it off, the book that started it all. So, yeah, like Lautaro said, if you're a Star Wars fan, and you're collecting comics, Star Wars 1, obviously one that you want to have. Clone Wars, I'm sure is probably like number 2 or 3 on that list. But yeah, Star Wars 1 is still the book. It's the one that started it all, so you can't go wrong there. But yeah, me personally, I gotta lean towards Clone Wars just because I already got Star Wars 1. So.
This guy, man, he is such an ass.
Well,
This guy, eh?
I was actually surprised though that neither one of you went with the Clone Wars 1 just because it does have that little bit of a higher premium. You know?
It does at the moment.
Yeah.
However, I don't think it'll stick. In 5-10 years from now.
That's
Whereas Star Wars
but
will
the
always.
timing is actually probably right to make the move on Clone Wars more so than Star Wars. Although actually that timing probably just fucking went out the window
Yeah,
at
just gonna
Celebration.
say.
But yeah,
Mhm.
right up until Celebration, yeah, the timing probably would have been about right on Clone Wars.
For sure.
You know, you would have been picking it up at a little bit less than the highs that it's probably going to get here between now and when the series actually comes out. So
Shout out to AOA. That was me. That was.
Ahsoka, he
Yeah,
just knew
no,
the
see,
shit out
it
of
was,
that.
yo, bruh, I was firing this off. I was like, brr, gone. Yeah.
We like to give a little Easter egg to our boy Newbie every now and then over here. So
Exactly. Shout out, newbie.
right? Yeah, we'll make some kind of reasoning up for it. I guess it works.
Yeah.
I was on the
Speaking of which, catch him tomorrow night, 9:35 p.m. Newbie Comics.
Tuesday.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much the show, guys. So yeah, basically it's time to wrap it up. Giving Newbie the shout out. You guys go ahead and all right. Got anything you want to go ahead and put out there?
Well, we're either going to have our FOC show this Friday at 5 p.m. And if not, we'll put out a notification.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a live show on Saturday at noon.
Got to find out what BC's got going on.
Yeah.
Damn kids.
Damn.
Well, it's all scheduling. There's a lot of us and getting us all together all at once. It takes planning.
Yeah. It's like herding sheep.
Right.
You don't always get them all.
I like this one. You all made it to the end. Congrats. You should get a fucking achievement for that or something. Like some gamer points or some shit.
Gamer points, oh man. Yes.
Keys, you got anything?
I got, hey, you know what? I think there's a semi-local Comic-Con coming up. Niagara Falls Con or whatever the hell they want to call it. So I might be slipping there. I think it's this weekend. Weekend of the 4th. So you might see some pics. I might have to try and link up with Newbie. It's been a while. Might go hunting, bring some content to the channel.
Question for you.
I don't have an answer to that.
Fuck. Are you going to be going to Fan Expo in August?
Shit, man, I haven't bought those tickets yet. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't either, man. There's still tickets available.
I got vacation time off that I put my request in for, so we'll see. We'll see.
Let me know.
Anyway,
bro. We gotta meet up.
Sick days, boys. Sick days. I got those now.
Right?
Shoot, man.
All right, guys. Well, that's the
Who wants to
show.
sign us
So
off?
we'll go ahead and let you guys get out of here tonight. We appreciate you joining us, and we hope to see you here again for the FOC show this weekend and back here next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And of course, catch us over on the Newbie channel whenever we are able to make appearances on those shows due to scheduling and everything too. Generally, it's kind of like an every other week rotation sort of thing we got going on. So, and catch Keys looking
Leg day.
jacked as hell.
It's leg day.
Like that.
It's leg day. It's leg day.
All right, guys. Appreciate you joining us. We'll see you again next week. Have a good one.
Doses.
Save that content.